Bonsoir. Hello. Hello. I'm back. Recently, I was reminiscing over a past holiday I'd had in Florida. Went in September, and also it took me a while to get to sleep last night, and I kind of had one of those moments where you're like, what if this had happened in my past, or what if I'd done this differently? And those two things kind of coincided to make me want to make this. What if? Now, when I went to Florida, I was in a really good place, so I didn't really think too much of what if. I mean, the holiday was far from stress-free. I mean, before we even got to Florida, we'd missed our plane. Number one. We was in the airport, and we're all kind of adults, like my girlfriend's parents and her brother's girlfriend and stuff. It was a family holiday, but we were all grown up, so the parents and everyone wasn't stressing about the kids or, we've got to catch a plane. So we were sitting in the airport, had Nando's, and was having a drink. All of a sudden, we looked up and was like, sugar. Right, so we ran to the desk. The woman was like, no, you're not getting on, you're not getting on. We could see the plane. The plane was delayed an hour because we weren't allowed on it. Long story short, we got a plane the next day to Florida. Now, this was more an adventure holiday, so we went to the theme parks, all the theme parks and everything. And I'm a bit of a scaredy cat. And this video is more all these videos seem to be messages to myself. I'm not going to lie. If they're helpful to you, great. But yeah, I'm always a what if person. What if I hadn't met this person and I had done something else? Or what if I'd tried harder here or done this differently? I'll probably be amazing. I'll be living somewhere else. It's all just all the circumstances that life has thrown me for where I am at the moment, and not having a job as my previous video. But I've come to realise it's not that. I just need to have a more positive outlook on life. I'm pretty sure I say this in every single video. I just want to talk about some events, from that holiday, where I did kind of think, what if? But the what if never happened. And if I did think, if I thought what if and then that thing happened, I don't know what would happen. I'm sure I would have been like, well, there's nothing I could have done to stop that, or I would have been like, oh my god, I can make things happen with my mind. But it didn't happen. So, one thing, I'm a big scaredy cat when it comes to roller coasters. My imagination goes wild. I'm like, that's unnatural! I'm gonna die if I go on that. And I start thinking like Looney Tunes stuff, like a great anvil's big metal weight's just gonna fall on top of me out of the middle of nowhere. And I'm like, what if it derails? What if it this? Right, there's a roller coaster in Universal called the Hulk. Urgh! And it's got loads of loops, everything. And I was like, I don't want to go on that. But the only problem is I'd already put off going on any other roller coaster because I'm like, I'm not doing that, it's too scary. And they were like, fair enough. And they're like, no, you're going on that. And I was like, okay. So I went up there. It shoots you out and you just spin for ages, eternity. It's hell. Still fun, but it's hell. And I shouted so much. Like, pretty sure the whole park could hear me. Like, my girlfriend's dad didn't go on it. He could single me out from my shouting. Well, I say shouting. Apparently it's more of a scream. Like a little girl kind of scream. I'm in denial. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was true. But I screamed so much I thought I was going to pass out. And then also there was another ride in Disney World, in it, where you go around a mountain or something. And I'm like, I don't want to go on a roller coaster where the track breaks or it goes in reverse. And they had managed to get me on one that the track kind of stops and then you go backwards, and I did not like it and I was not happy. But everyone thought it was hilarious. Biggest what if moment I had, probably maybe even ever, was when I was on holiday and was at Wartburg. Actually, just a quick side note, what I'm about to say was the biggest what if moment where I thought I was going to die. Right, we went in September when Hurricane Irma hit. We was in the middle of Hurricane Irma and I was more worried about dying in a water park than I was in a storm. Not going to lie, we was a bit like, holy sugar. Because everyone from home was texting us, oh my god, are you okay? Are you going to die in this hurricane? And we was like, we don't know. So we phoned up like the airline people, and I was like, it's cool, you'll be fine, just get the beers in. And then we realised we should be okay because they're sending everyone from Miami and Tampa Bay towards us. So it couldn't be too bad if they're evacuating people into a hurricane. I don't know. We was okay. We had loads of beer. We ran out. Americans, you close your stores over every little thing. Christ, I mean, there's only a hurricane. I've been to Asda in worse weather than the hurricane we had, right? But I didn't think I was going to die in a hurricane. But I did think I was going to die in a water park. I'm sure many of you have seen the big... it's called Volcano Bay. You can Google it. But it's like this massive volcano, like 200 foot up in the air. And there's a slide, you sit and you can hear it, and the drums go fast and fast, like do 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 do, and it goes really fast, it stops, and then the door drops, and you drop, whew, straight down. And my girlfriend and her brother were like, yeah, we want to go on that, we're going to go on that. Glenn, you're coming. No, I'm not. I'll put my foot down. Like the time I was pretending to be a flamingo, and my girlfriend came in, she's like, you've got to stop this now. I know how to put my foot down. That was a joke. But yeah, this big slide, and I was like, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that. We did all the other rides, there were some other scary ones, and then we was about to leave. And as we was about to leave, you get these wristbands and stuff where you tap on, and then it's like a virtual queue. Kind of works, but not really. But there's another drop slide one that's supposedly not as bad, right? And it's kind of a drop slide, and it swirls and stuff, and all that nonsense, yeah? And we was about to leave, and we're like, there's no queue, we can go on it straight away. And I was like, okay, alright, I'll do this. Because from where I was standing, it looked like it was half the way up the mountain. It didn't look like it was that bad. And I've still got my manhood. I don't want to look like a complete scaredy cat. I had no choice. Right, so we're walking up, and it's getting higher and higher, and I'm thinking of things of, what if the stairs collapse? Because you could see right down, and it's scary. I do not like heights. Look, what if the stairs fall, guys? No, the stairs are gonna collapse. I can't do it. I can't do it. And I was thinking of things, and I was like, and when I got to the top, and then I realised that it's the same height as the other drop slide. So in my eyes, it's worse because it doesn't just drop; it spins as well. You're being flushed down a toilet, right? And I got up to the top, and I could tell I wasn't the only one that was scared because it didn't smell of roses up there at the top, if you know what I mean. I mean, I don't really want to describe the smell. Maybe a nightclub toilet would be an adequate description. And now people backing out in front of us like, oh my god, no you do it, oh no I can't do it, and then they ran down, and I was trying to think of things, what if I'm going to die? No, I can't die because loads of people have done it today and they haven't died. Oh, it's making a weird noise, what if it catches fire? And then I'm like, I'm in a water park. I don't think it's going to catch fire. So anyway, I end up, my guy, because I was like, right guys, if you want me to do this, I'm going to have to go first. I was going to see you and then I'm going to chicken out. So I went in it first. The door closes. It's like you're being launched into space or being put into a freezer to be cryogenically frozen. Right? This one doesn't have bongo jumps. They just drop you. But the people that operate the slide, they've obviously been there all day and they could tell that I was a chicken. Because they're like, you ready? 3, 2, 1. And nothing. They just... And I'm like... I kind of put my head up like, what? And then they drop me. So I wasn't ready for it. I start screaming. As soon as I hit the first turn, mouthful of water, I'm then like... Because I feel myself, I'm going to choke. So I'm just going to hold my breath till I get to the bottom of the slide. I'm just going to hold it. Right, this thing went on for about 5 minutes. I was like... Every time I'm coughing, taking on more water. I mean, I suppose the moral of the story is, don't be a chicken and you won't choke. I don't really know how it came to that conclusion. But while we're on the topic of theme parks, the 3D rides are amazing. I went on all the 3D rides and stuff. The Harry Potter one, Escape from Gringotts, and there's one where you go around like Hogwarts and stuff. They're wickedly cool. I've never been on a 3D ride and I was like, these are amazing. You're like getting attacked from Dementors and stuff. I know I talk about Harry Potter a lot. I'm not obsessed, it's fine. But yeah, you're getting attacked by all Dementors and Shizniks, right? Amazing, until we went to Animal Kingdom in Disneyland. Now, if you're going to go to Florida anytime soon, make sure you go to Animal Kingdom. I didn't necessarily think that it was the best theme park, but it had the best ride in it. I mean, we all got to go around this Avatar thing. They like made this Avatar park. Like you're walking around Avatar and it looks wicked. I mean, my girlfriend, everyone I was with, like all the girls I was with, decided to spend $20 on face paint. And then the first thing we do, let's go on a water ride. You've got face paint on, love. But anyway, yeah. We end up queuing for this Avatar ride. It's quite a long ride and we're on a quiet day. So normally, apparently, people can be queuing for like 4 or 5 hours for this one ride. And we're like, it can't be that good. Like, we couldn't see any like tracks or anything. I don't want to spoil it too much for you. But actually, I don't care. I'm going to tell you. It's amazing. Right. You go in and it's like... You remember going to the arcade when you were a kid and you got those motorbike rides things where you just like simulate, you just got like that on. Right, so you basically got like a long row of like 10 of these things. And you get given glasses. There's a really cool thing before you get into the room. But yeah, you put these glasses on and stuff, 3D glasses, and you're sitting on this thing. And you lean forward and then it clamps you all in. Right, this thing is supposedly a banshee that you're sitting on from the film. And it breathes. So you're sitting on it and it starts breathing like this. And then it screams so wide, you get so immersed in it, and the floor tips and stuff like this. But the thing that makes it sprays water in your face, but that's nothing new. But there's smells in every room you go in. Like, it's flying through caves, you can smell musky, like damp stuff. You go out into the forest, you can smell green, and then it goes to the ocean, and you can smell the sea. It's bloody amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Right, sidetrack over. Yeah. I need to stop thinking, what if, and so do you. We don't need to think, what if this happens and it destroys everything. We need to think, if I don't do this, I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life. And start the day by smashing a plate. Make you more ruthless, won't it? Don't know why, but just come into my head. Let's just smash plates. What if? No! Smash a plate. What if I burn myself in a kettle making a cup of tea? No! Smash a plate. I didn't really think this through. Again, I've run out of things to say. So, as always, I'll see you later. Smashing a plate a day keeps a doctor away.